In this video, we want to find the surface integral over a paraboloid. So the surface is part of the paraboloid x equals y squared plus z squared. And then we're looking at the double integral of z squared with x being between 0 and 4. Let's first describe the surface. So the surface is given to us as x equals y squared plus z squared. This is a function that depends on y and z. So because x is between 0 and 4, and x is y squared plus z squared, that means y squared plus z squared is also between 0 and 4. We know that y squared plus z squared is always going to be greater than or equal to 0. So another way to think about this is going to be a circle of radius 2 in the yz plane. So it looks something like this. So this will be our y plane, this is our z plane, and the radius is 2. Now for the surface element, that's just going to be our ds, which is the square root of 1 plus a partial of x with respect to y squared plus a partial of x with respect to z squared dy dz. Now x is equal to y squared plus z squared. So when we take the partial with respect to y, we get 2y, and we take the partial with respect to z is 2z. We're going to square that and get the square root of 1 plus 4y squared plus 4z squared. And because they have a factor of 4 here, we can factor this out and have the square root of 1 plus 4 times the quantity y squared plus z squared dy dz. Now the reason we're going to factor this out is because we want to use polar coordinates. So typically with polar, we use x equals r cosine theta, y is equal to r sine theta. But for our case here, we're going to treat our y like our x-axis and our z like our y-axis. So pretend now we're in the xy plane, although technically we're in the yz plane. Okay, so this is what we're going to use. So that means this we said was a circle with radius 2. So r goes between 0 and 2, and then theta goes from 0 to 2 pi. So now y squared plus z squared, think of this as like x squared plus y squared, that's equal to r squared. And then the Jacobian tells us that dy dz is r dr d theta. So now we replace, the surface element was 1 plus 4 x squared plus, y squared plus z squared. And then recall, dy dz. And then recall we said y squared plus z squared is r squared, and then dy dz is dr d theta. And so inside the integral, we had z squared. So it was z squared ds. But recall that if z is r sine theta, z squared is just r squared sine squared theta. So this is what the integral becomes. And so I can multiply this r squared with this r to make r cubed. And then we have sine squared times the square root of 1 plus 4r squared dr d theta. We're going to we can split this up into two different integrals because notice the first integral is with respect to r. So we can break that up, and then we're going to multiply that by when we take the integral with respect to theta. The integral from 0 to 2 pi of sine squared theta is just pi. And for that, you can use doubling identity. 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2 from 0 to 2 pi. And when you do that, you get pi. And then for the other one, you use we use u substitution. We let u equal 1 plus 4 squared. So then du is 8r dr. And so to solve for r cubed dr, we know r cubed is just r squared times r dr. So r squared, we get it from here. We can just subtract by 1 and divide by 4. And then r dr, well, we know that if du is 8r dr, dr is du over 8. So when we multiply this, we get u minus 1 over 32 du. And then we just change the limits. We had the limit going from 0 to 2. When r is 0, that goes away. We're left with u is 1. When r is 2, we have 1 plus 4 times 2 squared, which is 17. So we plug that in and end up as our final answer. Well, first we plug it in, we get 391 root 17 plus 1 over 120 for that integral, but we need to multiply it by this integral. So we were just solving this one. Multiply it by the result of that, which is pi. So then it's pi times a quantity 391 times square root of 17 plus 1 all over 120.